Honda is doing an onslaught in the 150cc segment. They brought in the Unicorn 160, which had an H-shaped taillight. Then they bought the Hornet, which had an X-shaped taillight, and naturally they had to get the X-Blade, which has a T-shaped taillight. Leave aside all that, let's talk about the X-Blade which we are riding today. This is a motorcycle which slots between the Unicorn 160 and the Hornet 160R, and it has some very appealing aesthetics which is sure to attract a lot of attention on the road. To start off with the design, the thing which attracts the most is the transformer headlight. It is an all LED unit, although not the brightest around, but still being LEDs, it gives it brownie points. The overall design of this motorcycle is quite purposeful. We like how Honda has given it these split grab rails which are nice to hold. The tank of this motorcycle is shaped similar to the Hornet but has more vents. And this exhaust, which gets a chrome shield, is actually a dual port unit. The instrument cluster of this motorcycle is all digital. It looks quite funky when you turn on this motorcycle, and it has also got twin trip meters as well as a gear position indicator and a clock too, but it's a bit cumbersome to use because it's kind of crowded, and the bifurcation between the tachometer and the rest of the details seems kind of unnecessary. The switchgear quality is not up to mark because it misses out on an engine kill switch, but surprising, it gets a hazard light switch. The seat will tell you that this is a commuter motorcycle because this is a single piece seat and it is taken from the Hornet. However, it is kind of wider and also is hard, which means that if you're going to ride long, you're not going to enjoy as much as you do on the Unicorn 150, which is still the benchmark in terms of comfort for a 150cc Honda. Other nice aesthetic bits include this front visor as well as the rear mudguard, and a lot of the cycle parts come from the Hornet, including the mirrors as well as the engine, which is the same 162.7cc unit. Unfortunately, it has been detuned, so it produces 13.9 PS of power and 13.9 Newton meters of torque. That's 1 PS down on the Hornet. This is positioned between the Unicorn 160 and the Hornet 160R in terms of performance. There's good amount of low-end punch. Mid-range is also strong, but in the top end, this motorcycle does vibrate a lot and there's a lot of buzziness as well. The gearbox, although slick shifting, isn't working the best because this is a new motorcycle. Now, because this motorcycle weighs slightly more than the Unicorn 160, Honda has tuned this motor to produce better low-end performance, and overall you won't complain about performance at all in the city, but out on the highway this isn't the most punchy motor. The Honda X-Blade has a narrower handlebar when compared to its siblings. It is easy to ride, it's very flickable as well as agile, but due to the narrower tires, that is 80 section at the front and 130 section at the rear, it doesn't hold its line very well. Ride quality is good too, but we all know that all these Hondas are stiffly sprung and the X-Blade is no different, which means that on bad roads it does catch you a bit. However, for the most part, the ride quality is quite acceptable. The braking performance of the X-Blade is satisfactory, however it misses out on a rear disc which is not even offered as option. This motorcycle also doesn't get CBS, something which almost every Honda two-wheeler prides itself to have. So let's count. There was the Dazzler, there was the Trigger, then there's the Unicorn 150, there's the Unicorn 160, there's the CB Hornet 160, and now we have the X-Blade. So that's like Honda has been launching motorcycles in the 150cc segment right, left and center. But what makes this particular bike stand out is the fact that it's priced lesser than the Hornet, it has a lot of appeal, and it is a fantastic commuter motorcycle. And hence, if you want to buy something which offers ease of riding and... What do you want, bro?
Dude, it's a Honda.
So as he said, if you want a Honda motorcycle, well, the X-Blade is the latest in the 150cc segment and the one for you to buy if you're looking for a Honda.